It's time for school. Miss Kelly's classroom is decorated with vibrant colors and playful energy, adorned with banners proclaiming Superhero Day. Children are dressed in a spectacular array of superhero costumes, each vying for the title of Best Dressed Hero. Her students have been waiting for this moment all week, especially Tiny Tell, a spirited girl dressed as her favorite hero, Super Teacher B. Look at how excited she is as she sprints to class. She wears a bright blue dress with sunny yellow shoes and a Bermuda flag sitting proudly on her shoulders like a cape. As Tiny Tell approaches the classroom, her teacher, Miss Kelly, greets her with a warm smile, radiating with superhero spirit. "You look fantastic, Tiny Tell!" she exclaims, her voice filled with encouragement. Tiny Tell's face lights up with pride. Miss Kelly gestures toward the classroom library, overflowing with books. "Let's find a story about Super Teacher B," she suggests. Tiny Tell's determination reignites as she rushes to the library, her cape trailing behind her. Frantically, Tell rummages through the shelves and one book catches her eye. Its cover features a colorful illustration of the story of Super Teacher B. "I found it!" Tiny Tell shouts, holding the book up triumphantly. As Miss Kelly opens the book, colorful illustrations burst forth, depicting scenes of bravery and kindness. "Shall we dive into this adventure together?" she asks, her voice filled with enthusiasm. Tell nods her head eagerly as they prepare for an exciting reading journey.
This is the story. Let's begin where all the good stories begin, at the very start. Once upon a time, in a colorful little town of Hamilton Parish, Bermuda, a bright light was born on February the 28th, 2001. Her name was Bridget Vashti Jayla Baisden. Vashti, her middle name, coming from the Queen in Scripture, and the first female bishop of the AME Church, symbolizing a woman of strength, courage, and grace. And she lived up to that name every single day. A little left-hander like her daddy Kevin, with a smile that matched her mommy Juliet. From the moment she arrived, everyone knew she was something special. She loved to be held, no matter the circumstance. Even when Mom was hanging laundry, she clung to her pacifier until it was finally time to say goodbye on her 3rd birthday, right at Birchall Cove's dock. Bridget loved being near her mommy and daddy, and that never changed. Her childhood was a playground of laughter, colors, and curiosity. She began learning at Khalifa and Smith's, then at Patsy's Nursery, where she learned Portuguese words that rolled like songs. Then came Smith's Government Preschool, Francis Paddock Primary, where she and her sister Azzy ran wild and free. 2 tomboys in pink dresses, always sweaty and giggling, loving to spend whatever money they had at Duck City, then to run back home with their cousins, Aaron, Jordan, and Tyrico. Her mom dressed them identically, play and church clothes alike. Her daddy was her first coach, teaching her how to lift weights, jump on trampolines, stretch, which she hated, but most importantly, to stay focused and disciplined. Bridget knew from an early age that she would be a gym teacher. She was born to move from the age of 3. She danced her heart out with the hot peppers, majorettes twirling proudly at the front of the line, always smiling, even in the 24th of May heat. That same determination that carried her through. That was her superpower. She refused to quit. As the big sister, Bridget quickly learned how to plan, set goals, and accomplish them. She loved structure, writing out lists, setting alarms, keeping the siblings, Azriel, Tajir, and especially Serrano in order. Serrano, affectionately nicknamed Stinks, who Bridget would love to tease and squeeze his cute face, both developed a knack for smart budgeting, mastering the art of finding great items from China and Amazon. Her family motto was clear: Jesus, plus education plus history plus community equals success. Her mom always said, your legs and your talent will take you around the world, Tiny Town. And they sure did. Bridget came from an exceptionally large family, so there was always family adventures. Aunts filled Bridget's world with love and laughter. Aunt Dorney took her to Sesame Place and even on a cruise. Aunt Lovey's house was for cozy sleepovers. Aunt Auntie made sure her hair was perfectly oiled with olive oil. Aunt Norette coached her in netball and ran wild beside her. And Aunt Susie cheered her on in sports and majorettes. Aunt Deborah came to her sports events with Nana Smith. Aunt Carolyn and Papa Baston loved to crack jokes and giggle at how tall she was. Each aunt added her own sprinkle of magic to Bridget's life. Every Christmas, Bridget organized family games, Xbox challenges, TikTok dances, pajama parties, and donut baking with Brother Tajir. She even made sure Milo, their dog, posed for the photos. Oh, the laughter, can you hear it, Tiny Town?
Yes, I can.
The kids painted the inside of their home, every wall, electric panel, and even the floor. The robes were in yellow, blue, and orange and lime green. Daddy just shook his head. Each year the walls got repainted, but the fun stayed the same. Bridget loved decorating the Christmas tree, blasting music, and making sure every ornament had its place. She loved to drive her beat-up black Chevy, like the trash bag window that never came up. Inside her speaker blasting her music as she chauffeured family and friends everywhere. And guess what? She never complained. Her mom tried to keep meals healthy, adding chia seeds to everything, but Bridget had her own menu. She loved Proline bakery cake so much, her mom had to freeze her a slice every year. She adored Trisha's Jamaican porridge with sweet cream and believed eating Jamaican food before track meets made her run like Usain Bolt. Well, her go-to meal, guess what her go-to meal was? Curried chicken and rice with potatoes and carrots. This was one of the only times she would eat chicken. Can you believe it? A black person who didn't like chicken? But she certainly made up by eating her love for pork chops. Here was another superpower that wasn't on the track or in the classroom. She had the superpower of bringing family together. She was the heartbeat, the reason everyone showed up, smiled more, and stayed. She could turn an ordinary moment into a memory. She helped her siblings pick up Papa Baston from dialysis and often visit Nana Smith in St. David's, who loved to say, "My Bridgie looks just like me." During county games, her mom teased her dad that she should have been a St. David's Island fan because her great-grandma was a Fox. Friday and Sunday afternoons was spent with Nana and Papa Bridges, listening to his famous stories. He called her Miss Universe and Miss World because that's how bright her smile shone.
Miss Kelly, is she still shining?
Yes, another superpower. Everyone who met Bridget said the same thing. She had the smile that could light up a room. It wasn't just her smile, but her warmth and glow. Whenever she was in the classroom or in the track, she was always guiding, always giving, always smiling. Even as a young girl in Bermuda, Bridget's feet weren't just planted on the ground. They were ready to fly. She became a 32-time champion, Tiny Town, of the Bermuda School Sports Federation, capturing a 100-meter title 4 years in a row and dominating the 200 meters for 5 years straight. Wow! When she traveled to the United States to attend Shaw University, she joined the track and field and cross-country teams and kept racing towards her dreams, running personal best and entering relays with her beer teammates. Whether sprinting on the track or in Raleigh or cheering on her school back home, Bridgie showed everyone that speed, spirit, and a strong will can move mountains and carry you across every finish line. At T.N. Tatum, Bridget became the school's first athletic recruit. She was one of the school's best, lighting up the track and the court with every step and swing, making sure her team would prevail. She excelled in academics, making sure to get the honor roll and never fail a class. When she moved to Cedar Bridge Academy, she was upset at first, wanting to be a Barclayite, but she soon found her stride, leading Blue House to victory. Go Blue House, go Blue House! Champion girl every year and making her mark as Bermuda's top athletes. Another superpower.
So, was she a fast runner?
Oh my gosh, she was an amazing fast runner. At the National Sports Center, she trained with focus and fire. Every practice, every race, she gave everything she had. Her teammates called her inspiring. Her coaches called her fearless. But everyone called her joyful. Because even in the hardest moments, she ran with the radiant smile that can light up the whole stadium. Her Cedar Bridge posse, Macau, Zakira, Chesmere, Kaija, Michaela, Tesney, Tiane, and others were her partners in crime, always laughing in their favorite teacher's classroom. Continuing to conquer the track, Bridget never lost sight of her grades, earning academic honors every year. And if you ever wondered, Tiny Town, where all this light came from, where this smile and this joy came from, it was from her faith. From her earliest years, Bridget loved and accepted Jesus. From 6 weeks old, she attended Bethel AME Church, participated in youth ministry, reading scriptures, joining the choir, doing liturgical dance, and volunteering in the soup kitchen. Every summer, she joined the children's outreach to Matilda Smith Williamson, brightening hearts with her kindness. In North Carolina, she worshiped at Abundant Life Church International with her cousin Connect, where she found messages she could live by. Guess what, Tiny Town? Just 1 week before she passed, she was seen wiping her tears during worship, touched deeply by the Holy Spirit.
Miss Kelly, is that a superpower too?
Yes, most definitely. That was her greatest superpower. Her greatest superpower. It gave her purpose and carried her every step of the way. Her light came from God above. No matter what job Bridget got, one thing always remained the same. That beaming hot sun. From a young age, she and her siblings founded Pop Zips, selling snowballs and snacks around the hot sun outside Shelly Bay. Working at summer camps with Brent Smith for tennis, the Bermuda Government Teen Camp, Adventureland Nursery, Prospect Primary Girls, Pleasant Union Elementary, and Sally B. Howard. Every one of these jobs had something in common, educating the youth, and once again, that hot sun. Bridget's college journey was inspired by her mom's deep love for HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities. Her mom, Juliet, proudly graduated from Morris Brown College, and she often spoke about the legacy, culture, and community that HBCUs carry. She wanted her children to experience the same sense of pride and passion, where education feels like family and history comes alive in every classroom. After winning the FREPA Athletic Scholarship at Cedar Bridge, Bridget blossomed into her destiny at Shaw University, where she then received an athletic scholarship for track and field. She shone in Dr. Lucy's education class, laughed through lessons with Dr. Lieberman, and impressed Dr. Mosley. In track, her coaches saw her dedication and commitment to sport, as she ran for 5 years while pursuing both her bachelor and her master's degrees. And even when the injury slowed down, her heart never quit. She sprinted, she jumped, she competed across the states and lifted others with her unstoppable spirit. In the spring of 2024, she proudly became a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. To her sisters and sorors, she would be known as line number 3, or by her line name, matrilineality, meaning a gift from her mother. She was known as the prettiest poodle, lightening up every step show, always performing at 10 notches higher.
Miss Kelly, you know, now that I think about it, I did meet Super Teacher B. She taught at Sally B, right?
Yeah, that was her dream job.
Wow! Yes, I went to Sally B. Howard Elementary School, and that wasn't just any school. It was a nationally recognized public charter school in Wilson, North Carolina, where science, technology, engineering, and math met music, dance, and art. A school bursting with creativity and culture and heart.
Exactly the kind of world that Bridget belonged to. Tiny Town, I'm so glad you remembered her and that she made such a great impact on your life. You know, you're doing a good job reading. Would you like to read the next page?
Sally B. Howard Elementary School celebrated everything she loved: performing arts, sports, and helping young people discover their gifts. Its motto, every child is a star, perfectly matched Bridget's own sparkle, making it the ideal place for her to shine as Miss Baisden, teacher, coach, and role model. She told us that her biggest dream came true when she became Miss Baisden, a teacher at Sally B. Howard Elementary School. We adored her. She danced, sang, and jumped right alongside us. She brought Bermuda to the classroom, introducing the Gumbies, wearing that flag as her cape, sharing stories and spreading the island's pride. But the funniest one was when she told us that Bermudians eat shark. Ew! As a dancer and athlete, she found joy in both movement and mentoring. She coached volleyball, taught kindergartners, and made all of us feel seen and loved. To us, she wasn't just Miss Baisden. She was Super Teacher B, a teacher who made learning feel like magic.
Okay, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Okay, sit down.
Okay.
Continue to read. You're doing an excellent job.
Yay, okay. Bridget's smile could light up any room. Her laugh could melt the heaviest heart. And her kindness made everyone feel special. Though she looked like a model, she carried her beauty with humility and grace. She forgave easily, loved fiercely, and left a piece of sunshine wherever she went. Bridget enjoyed adventures with friends, creating lasting memories that we will cherish forever. A recent Royal Gazette post said, Bridget will forever be remembered, not only for her phenomenal athletic achievements, but for her radiant smile, kind heart, and infectious positive energy. She was admired for her drive, her compassion, and the way she lifted up everyone around her. She followed her big cousin Connect everywhere, from childhood right up to adulthood. She even planned to go to college nearby, just so she could stay close to her favorite cousin. She loved sleepovers, seafood boils, and family dance battles, especially that one that made them Facebook famous at Papa's 90th birthday. She and Connect shared favorite colors, purple and pink. Favorite Bible verse, Philippians 4:13. Do you guys know that one? Quick, say it with me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yay! Good job, classmate. And they also shared favorite adventures. From Carowinds roller coasters to hibachi dinners she didn't have to pay for. She was spoiled. Oh, and how she loved her North Carolina adventures. From cheering at sibling sports matches and attending homecomings. They treated every visit like a grand adventure. She spent holidays there also, including Thanksgiving feast with Connect and her friends, and brother Tajir, cousin Nasia, and sister Azriel. They would join as well. their laughter echoing through the house like music. Together they dreamed big. They played hard and found joy in all of the little things. She stayed at Knut's home every chance she could. She drove her vintage green Honda, green slide. Remember when we told you during her childhood, she helped her dad assemble furniture? Wow, since she wanted her own room at Knut's, her and her sister Azriel couldn't wait for a man to assemble their new bed. No way. So they used those childhood skills to put together the furniture. Bridget bragged to her Uncle Mackie, who frequently visited their home with daughter Nasia at North Carolina AT&T, about how their sisters had assembled the furniture and they didn't need no man's help. Yes! Thanks, Kevin! Thank you so much. Knut was happy because guess what? She didn't have the patience to be doing all that assembling anyways. Sundays, Bridget would walk through the doors of Abundant Life Church International with her big smile and even bigger heart. She loved how her cousin Knut's pastor made Bible stories come alive and made them so practical. After church, it was time for one of her favorite parts, eating out with Knut's church friends. When Uncle Mackie and sometimes Aunt Sonia would visit, they would treat them to dinner. A very, very good meal, and the cousins ordered everything on the menu. He spoiled them too. Her name is Bridget, which means bridge. Miss Kelly, what does that mean?
Bridge means a connection between her and God. Now that she's crossed that bridge, far sooner than we hoped, but into a place of peace and light. She reminds us to keep our eyes on heaven, because one day we'll meet her again, dancing and laughing, and we will live in heaven happily ever after. And although the final page of this story has turned, the full life of Bridget, super teacher bee, superhero, continues in every heart that remembers, in every laugh that echoes her joy, and in every tomorrow shaped by her love. And as the story closes, the image we hold is this: Bridget, strong, smiling, radiant, reaching forward to pass the baton, not because her race has ended, but because it continues in her family who loved her, in the students who learned from her, in the teammates who ran beside her, and in every life her light touched. And so now she passes the baton on to you, Tiny Tell.
Wow.
Her first leg, love God. Her second leg, love your family. Her third leg, study hard, work hard. Her fourth leg, share love and peace with your community. You can win. And you know what that means?
Yes.
It's our favorite song. Our favorite song is on. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready to learn.
Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready to learn.
Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready to learn.
Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready to learn.
1, 2, 3. I'm a kingdom. I'm with Miss B.
I'm with Miss B.
Hope to learn some.
About to learn some.
Macaroni.
Cool J to learn. 1, 2, 3. I'm a kingdom. I'm a Miss B. About to learn some. Macaroni.